With me now in studio is Mehmet Celik, the managing editor of the Turkish newspaper, the Daily Sabah. Mehmet, thanks for joining us. Does FETÖ still have any sort of presence here in Turkey after having one for such a long time?
It's been 6 years since the coup attempt took place, but the fact that this cult, this terrorist organization has been infiltrated into many institutions for the past 4 decades, we can say that in the post-coup period, the struggle against this terrorist organization, the attempts to clean it out, the attempt to eliminate its presence from government institutions or from the public and private sphere has been extremely successful. However, can we say that it has actually cleared 100%? I'm not sure if we can be that confident yet, but there has been a very successful and effective fight against this terrorist organization, similar to other terrorist organizations. The government has been very firm on making sure that it takes preventative steps while actually eliminating all their presence from different segments of the society and the government layers. So there has been a very efficient and successful effort. However, I'm not sure if we can be 100% sure whether this has been this terrorist group has been eliminated completely. I'm not sure if we can say that yet, as we see sometimes in the media or the government announces that there have been new operations against the terrorist group, because this terrorist group is very secretive and they can hide themselves very, very well. So yes, the efforts are very successful and they're ongoing. Whether the end has come, I'm not sure about that yet.
And you talk about them being secretive, and there are many countries in the world that are home to FETÖ members. The US, Fethullah Gulen, has been living there for a while now. Why are countries like the US, compared to other countries that have been more open to Turkey's concerns about FETÖ and terror organizations, Washington, though, has still said no to Turkey's extradition request, for example, to Fethullah Gulen? Why have they done that?
Very recently, the former National Security Advisor John Bolton made remarks about his involvement in coups outside of the United States. He specifically said, I have been involved, as someone that has been involved in coups, it takes a lot of work. Now, of course, this is not very surprising that the United States has been interfering in political affairs of other countries. But the fact that Bolton makes such statements is a simple reflection of the US involvement and US backing coups or political movements in other countries. And Turkey has suffered from that many times previously, and the coups were successful at the time. Why is the United States reluctant? Why is the FETÖ leader still in the United States, for example? Why is many of the group's fugitive suspects are still in the United States? They are able to live comfortably there. I think that tells us a lot about US foreign policy when it comes to Turkey specifically, because Turkey is a very strong part of NATO. Turkey has been traditionally a strong ally of the West. However, this alliance has not always been in favor of Turkey and has been in favor of Turkey's interests, Turkish people's interests, Turkish political stability. So whether they want to keep that at bay, whether they want to keep that organization under their control, whether they still have hope to use it at some point, or a similar organization against Turkey's political future, that is something that we need to deeply think about, I think, because the U.S. interference in Turkish political history is something very, very known. It's very famous, and why they want to still keep his leader, the FETÖ leader, within their borders, I think that it's a very useful tool for them at the moment.
It'll be very interesting to see how all of this plays out with NATO and that ongoing war in Ukraine, and Turkey, of course, playing a large part in NATO. Mehmet Celik, really good to speak to you and get your analysis. Thank you so much.